I'm Erin Chapin, online producer for KnoxNews.com.
And I'm Morgan Simmons. I'm a reporter for the Knoxville News Sentinel.
We followed a group that calls themselves Knox Paranormal on an investigation of Patrick Sullivan's in the Old City. There were some things that happened there that night. We weren't just ready to blindly accept that we had seen anything otherworldly or phenomenal. At the end of the night, a wine glass broke from the bar on the 3rd level.
This glass is gone.
And Morgan was one of the first people to really question, could it have happened some other way?
It was about 45 degrees to my line of sight. In other words, if I had been just paying attention to my peripheral vision, I would have saw it. I don't know what I would have seen. Somebody reaching over and grabbing the glass, or the glass levitating. I don't know. I have to believe. I don't believe in ghosts. I have to believe somebody physically moved that glass. We were over at the site within 5 seconds. As soon as it happened, we were dead quiet. We didn't hear a thing. But we got there practically immediately and stood around the back of the bar and were stunned and checked out the shards and the way it had broken. And we looked around. And the door, the only way in and out, automatically locks from the outside. The door was closed. The only 2 people with keys, general manager, Patrick Sullivan's, and the owner.
Another question that we had was about the audio recordings that Knox Paranormal took. You hear a woman's voice say, "Does Adrian work here? Adrian, do you work here? Have you always worked here?" Wasn't that it?
Or maybe, "Adrian, do you do a lot of work here?" Yeah.
Yeah, and so one of the paranormal investigators with us is named Adrian. It just so happened that Patrick Sullivan's did have, at one point, probably about 3 months ago, a server named Adrian, and she was, from what we've heard, a pretty popular server, and people would come in and ask for her. However, Aaron Fear, the bartender at the back room that night, did not recall anyone asking for Adrian.
She listened to the recording, and she says it didn't ring a bell. She has no recollection of anybody making those comments or anybody named Adrian being there.
Do you recognize that female voice?
I don't recognize the voice, and nobody was asking about her, or that I was aware of, or even really talking about her that night.
I had questioned whether the files could have been manipulated. I tried to recreate the same sounds with effects in audio software, and I wasn't able to do it, but I'm by no means a master of audio editing. Another question that we had was whether or not these voices could have come from the street that night. We went and did some recordings down at Patrick Sullivan's.
1, 2, 3.
I never thought that I'd be in a situation where something happened like that and I couldn't explain it. You got 2 minds. I don't believe it, but I can't explain it.
The paranormal group, Knox Paranormal Group, they were very forthcoming with any questions that we asked, with any inquiries that we had about the material collected that night. They've been very open and honest, as have the people at Sullivan's, and I just really kind of have a hard time believing that that these people would have tried to dupe us. But that's my opinion. I don't know.
I would agree with that. Absolutely.